Robyn Brown, star of Sister Wives, enjoys mediating disputes, but Janelle Brown on the TLC show refers to it as meddling. Apparently, their dirty laundry is dispersed far and wide. This issue will be discussed in the upcoming one-on-one episode. His three initial spouses had been together for 20 years when a fourth woman entered the poly marriage. Hence, Christine Brown is upset and Janelle gets irritated when she says she speaks Kody. Multiple times during the broadcast, Robyn Brown implied that she speaks Kody in contrast to the other spouses. The fourth wife of sister spouses appeared to be anxious to have the same level of ties to Kody Brown as the other three spouses, which disappointed a lot of the fan base. It's not feasible, though, as the three previous Sister Wives brides were married 20 years earlier than her. Despite this, the final wife to enter the family continued to invent a longer past with Kody than she truly had. Even now, on social media, one of her efforts is being discussed. For many admirers, it's also just creepy. It's the commissioned photograph she had her three eldest children taken with the patriarch of Sister Wives as newborns. These children, however, are seated alongside a much younger Kody Brown. When the three kids were in the picture, they had no idea who their future adopted father would be as Sister Wives. Robyn was unknown to the joint spouse until years later. For Robyn Brown, however, the portrait, which she gave her husband as a gift, somehow filled that void. She got one painted because she didn't have a really old one. Robyn Brown appeared to climb the ladder, believing she now had a deeper understanding of the Sister Wives' spouse than the other wives have. Christine Brown seems to have once bought into Robyn's dream based on what she stated. During a sit-down with this father of four, Christine once asked Robyn to accompany her since she didn't feel comfortable with him. However, Christine claims she saw immediately this was a poor decision. The fourth woman to join their sister women clan, she chided herself for thinking she understood her husband better than the other women. The many years she'd spent with him before her appearance, she told herself. Christine's music has changed significantly since then, though. She includes all of Robyn's actions in manipulating herself to get to where she is now. At last, she's the only wife of Kody Brown. Christine, although sobbing over her desire for sister wives, doesn't believe the youngest wife. Janelle Brown shares her thoughts regarding the proverb, "Speak Kody" in detail. That was a mentality that really bugged her, she remarked of Robyn. Janelle Brown doesn't mince words in the upcoming one-on-one section. She believes Robyn doesn't need to speak Kody because he is an adult. This is what Janelle says in the next episode of Sister Wives. The idea that this sister spouse's bride knows him better than the other spouses, in Janelle's opinion, is insulting. For Janelle and Christine, this is accurate. Mary Brown has experienced this, as fans have witnessed. Yet, she nonetheless includes wife number 4 in her conversations with her common husband. He's had 3 ladies with him for 30 years. The difference between this and the fourth wife is almost 10 years. This meddling in her marriage is what Janelle refers to as such. Robyn's attempt to arbitrate Janelle Brown's marriage with her shared husband disturbed her. Janelle expressed how much that bothers her in the next one-on-one. Next Sunday's Sister Wives episode has Janelle Brown discussing this. Her first reference to Robyn's meddling is her Speak Kody tirade. "I wonder if I really need someone to translate for me," commented Janelle. "Our marital status is long-standing." She responds, "We managed without you rather well. Kody, I believe I understand." However, Janelle also takes issue with the way that the fourth wife would manage Kody and his grown children. When issues arose between him and his children, she felt compelled to step in and arbitrate for some reason. Janelle claimed that she has never understood her need to position herself as the one that speaks Kody. Janelle thinks the spouses are familiar enough with Kody to help them negotiate their own marriages. However, Robyn views it as a way to comprehend her husband more deeply than anybody else. Robyn says that the fourth wife asserts that her husband lacks a filter and hence just blurts out what's on his mind. She believes the other spouses don't get it, though. Hence, rather than viewing herself as a barrier, she views herself as someone who can assist. The question, "How's that working for you so far?" is immediately answered by the Sister Wives fan base. It appears that mediation was a complete failure, since 3 women have now left. That Speak Kody mentality particularly bothered Janelle Brown on and off the TLC series, and it seems that Robyn Brown learns this week that all of her supposed assistance was viewed as interference. The TLC star of Sister Wives, Robyn Brown, thinks she understands what went wrong to bring to the breakdown of their multiple marriage. She seems willing to discuss where she thinks everything went wrong in this Sunday's one-on-one segment. Robyn Brown does not place any responsibility for the breakdown of the several marriages on Kody Brown. She seems to have forgotten his previous spouse's treatment. No, she never brought up the subject of her personal meddling in the previous 3 marriages. It seems that she does not consider this to be a contributing element. As seen through her own eyes, she instead presents a weird interpretation of the empty nest experience. Robyn goes back to Vegas to see why the polygamous marriage failed in the next Sister Wives one-on-one episode. The grown-up children began to move out when they became residents. Next, an event occurred. The women, according to Robyn Brown, focused too much on the children who moved out. They disregarded their marriages in doing this. According to her, this is what caused their problematic marriage to begin. She goes into further detail about how this transpired in the next one-on-one. Their attention began to move away from their connection with Kody and toward children who had left home to pursue their own lives, according to Robyn. The family moved to Flagstaff, according to the article Robyn pushed Kody to do. However, given that her kid began attending the school, it appears that she took this action. It appears that she is criticizing the women for something she did as well, according to several sister women viewers. The other spouses, however, let their children plenty of opportunity to grow, unlike Robyn, particularly if it's their first time being alone. Robyn Brown's eldest son, Dayton Brown, was still at home when the fans last heard from him. While attending school, he resided in a camper in their backyard. This contradicts the parenting philosophy put out by Kody Brown. On Sister Wives, he had already discussed this issue. Over Janelle Brown's adult children residing in her house, he had falling out. However, the reason he became enraged was because they disregarded his guidelines for COVID-19. At that point, he began to talk about his childhood. After the age of 18, his family's custom dictated that one must live alone. He had told Janelle to get her kids to move out, and now he was trying to exploit this situation to justify himself. Robyn and Kody still have 3 children over the age of 18 living at home, despite the fact that it seemed as though he meant it. On the next Sister Wives episode, one-on-one, Robyn goes into additional detail about this charge. According to her, Kody's ties with his wives were ignored. Their connections with their other sister wives were similarly ignored. After watching the teaser for the forthcoming episode, many fans were left perplexed by this. They watched a couple recent seasons. Kody started acting viciously against the 3 original Sister Wives brides at this point. Then Robyn accused Christine of being the reason behind the breakdown of the poly marriage. But it's not even brought up now. Instead, the women disregarded Kody and their connections as sister women. This is the man that was interviewed for the TLC episode last week. There he claimed to have only loved Robyn Brown out of all his spouses. According to several followers, Robyn Brown changed the causes of the unhappy marriages, mostly because criticizing Christine didn't sit well with viewers. In addition, she is criticizing the other ladies for acting in the same way toward the children as she did. She then didn't conceal it because many of these actions and exchanges had place in front of the TLC series cameras.